Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So we are reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, last verse. So Krishna has explained about what is Ashtanga Yoga. Now is giving the conclusion. Tapashyabhya adhika yogi, genibhyapi mata adhika. Karmibhascha adhika yogi, tasmat yogi bhavarja. Tapashyabhya, then the ascetics. Adhika, greater. Yogi, the yogi. Genibhya, then the wise. Api also. Mata, considered. According to me, my mat. Adhika, greater. Karmibhya, then the fruity workers. Also. Adhika, greater, yogi, the yogi. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. Tasmat, therefore, yogi, a transcendence, bhava, just become Arjuna. Arjuna. A yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than the empiricist, and greater than the fruity worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances, become a yogi. So, there are tapasya, Geni, Kormi, and Yogi. 4. The comparison of the 4. Yogi, Geni, Kormi. So, Yogi is better than Tapasya, than Geni and Kormi. When we speak of yoga, we refer to linking our consciousness with the Supreme Absolute Truth. Yoga means unity. Such a process is named differently by various practitioners in terms of particular method adopted. When the linking process is predominantly in fruitive activities, it is called karma yoga. When it is predominantly empirical, it is called jnana yoga. And when it is predominantly in a devotional relationship with the Supreme Lord, it is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga or Krishna consciousness is the ultimate perfection of all yogas, as will be explained in the next verse. The Lord has confirmed herein the superiority of yoga, but he has not mentioned that it is better than the Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is, I am reading this last one. The Lord has confirmed herein the superiority of yoga, but he has not mentioned that it is better than Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is full spiritual knowledge, and therefore nothing can excel it. Asceticism without self-real knowledge is imperfect. Empiric knowledge without surrender to the Supreme Lord is also imperfect. And fruitive work without Krishna consciousness is a waste of time. Therefore, the most highly praised form of yoga performance mentioned here is Bhakti Yoga. And this is still more clearly explained in the next verse. We can get on an analogy. There is a tree. Somebody is bringing water to pour in the root. Somebody is searching the root. somebody giving water. All are good. But those are bringing water, until he is pouring water, that bring water is useless. Who's searching root without pouring water, that is also useless. That is why when you are pouring water already, with sufficient water for pouring water, you have not to search the root, you have not to bring water again more. So this is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, we are here, Krishna is not neglecting other, but comparison. Bhakti Yoga is the best. And what is the ultimate goal of pouring water, searching root? Pouring water. In the same way, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Buddhi, all the purpose, Yoga, unite with Krishna, unite with the Supreme, uniting, searching which path is better, which path is better. The searching, when you serving the Lord, then it complete. Otherwise, searching but not serving is wasted. Now, these two verses give conclusion. Tapasya, Gyani, Kormi, and Yogi. Here, Yogi means we should understand Bhakti Yoga. Now, here there are so many Bhakti Yogis also. Last verse giving conclusion. Yoginam api sarvesham madgateno antaratma. Sraddhavan bhajate jamam samay yuktattam mat. What is tama? Tama? Tama is superlative degree. Yukta, yuktatara, yuktatama. Supremely connected. That means best yogi. Yuktatama yogi. Yuktatama means best yogi. Yoginam of yogis of also. Sarvesham. All types of. Mat gatena. Abiding in me. Always thinking of me. Anto atmanaha. Anta atmana. Within himself. Sraddhavan. In full faith. Bhajate. Renders transcendental loving service. Ja, one who. Mam, to me. The Supreme Lord. Sah, he. Me, by me. Yukta tamaha. The greatest joy. Mataha is considered. Yoginam api sarvesham. Out of all types of yogi. Mat gatana antaratmana. Who is always thinking about Krishna within. And Shuddhavan bhajati. Shuddhavan bhajati means renders transcendental loving service with full faith. That devotees, that Shah, may yuktatama, he is supremely connected with me. Yuktatama, the yukta means connected, but yogi, the tam means the greatest yogi. And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest form. That is my opinion. Mataha, mata, according to my opinion, I consider, it is considered. Mata means is considered. Considered by whom? Me, by me. Is considered by me. That means according to my opinion. Krishna is boldly saying. And of all yogis, the one who with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. The word bhajate is significant here. This word is very important. Please try to listen very carefully. The word meaning of bhakti. We use this word. The word bhajate is significant. Bhajate has its root in the verb bhaj. There is in Sanskrit called dhatu. Dhatu means verbal root, like khana, khelna, parna. These are verbal root. Parna, parenge, parra, parunga. Root is parna. Khana is the root. From khana, खाएंगे, खाऊंगा, खा रहा है. In the same way, bhaj is the verbal root. From bhaj, what come bhajate? Bhaj, what come bhakti? Bhaj, what come bhajana? This bhaj, which is used here, is when there is a need of service. Bhaj means service. That service of the love. The English word worship cannot be used in the same sense as bhaj. Normally, we want to translate it. It is very difficult to get the same transliteration in other language. Like on one word, like Bengali, dhuliya. Those are, Hindi also I think they say, those are drunkards. When they walk in the street, they cannot walk properly, they dhuliya, dholte hai. Then they fall down. But English, they can give the word fall down. In English, they cannot give proper form. In the same way, ras. Ras means juice. But Shanta, Dasya, Shakha, Vatsala, Madhu, if we say this juice, it is very difficult to understand. What is juice? Shanta juice. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, male. In the same way, religion. Religion dictionary, faith. But actually, dharma is not faith. Dharma is a constitutional property of that substance. So we cannot get, we should not see the Sanskrit language with English meaning. Here also, bhajana, they directly translate worship. Another word, bhakti, they translate devotion. That is a proof of devotional service, not only devotion. So normally, worship, bhajana, we use English word worship. But Prabhupada said, no, this is not. Worship means to adore or to show respect and honor to the worthy one. Like Shama. Worship means to adore. Parents, children will give their parents, students to other teachers. The worshipper to their demigods. Worship. Or to show respect and honor to the worthy one. But service with love and faith is especially meant for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A thief can worship the police. He may be cleaning his clothes, ironing his clothes, massaging his foot, but that is not out of love, out of fear. So we cannot do that bhakti. We can worship that worship. We can use that one. But service with love only is applicable in case of Lord. Service with love and faith is especially meant for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One can avoid worshipping a respectable man or a demigod and may be called discourteous. This courteous. Courteous means Shishtachar, Shishto Achar. And discourteous, Ashishto Achar. If a child is not paying obeisances to his parents, he is discourteous. But one cannot avoid serving the Supreme Lord without being thoroughly condemned. Every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And thus every living entity is intended to serve the Supreme Lord by his own constitution or constitutional position. That is why sometimes Prabhupada translated dharma means occupational duty, service according to their constitutional position. Dharma means occupational duty, and Prabhupada further translated that means varnasana, according to your occupation. Dharma means varnasana. Failing to do this, he falls down. The Bhagavatam confirms this as follows. Jo esham purusham sakshat atma prabhavam ishwaram na bhajanti avajananti sthanat bhrashta patanti. Na bhajanti, if don't watch, serve out of love. Avajananti, out of derived. Derived. Not watch, not serving Lord. Sthanat bhrashta, he'll fall down from his position. Where? Patanti. Anyone who does not render service and neglects his duty unto the primordial Lord, who is the source of all living entities, will certainly fall down from his constitutional position. If we don't respect a teacher or parents, maybe he is discourteous. But if we don't worship, serve the Lord, then we fall down from his constitutional position. In this verse, also the word bhajanti is used. Therefore, bhajanti is applicable to the Supreme Lord only. Add as bhaja, sa, bhajate, and the word bhajanti. Then bhajanti, there is bhajanti is applicable to the Supreme Lord only, whereas the worship can be applied to demigods or to any other common living entity. The word avajananti used in the verse of Srimad Bhagavad is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Avajananti mang mura. Avajananti. Normally, or less avajananti, जो नहीं जानते हैं. No, that is not the meaning. Avajananti means derived, avagana. So there Bhagavad Gita 9:11 also avajananti. Here is this verse also. Bhagavatam avajananti. Only the word avajananti used in the verse of Srimad is also found in Bhagavad Gita. Avajananti mang. Only the fools and rascals derived the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Such fools take it upon themselves to write commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita without an attitude of service to the Lord. Consequently, they cannot properly distinguish between the word bhajanti, and the word worship. The culmination of all kinds of yoga practice lies in Bhakti Yoga. All other yogas are but means to come to the point of bhakti in Bhakti Yoga. Yoga actually means bhakti. All other yogas are progressions toward the destination of bhakti. From the beginning of karma yoga to the end of bhakti yoga is a long way of self-realization. Karma yoga without fruitive results in the beginning of this path. If it is a ladder, karma yoga is the initial stage. When karma yoga increases, please try to remember Prabhupada has given nice definition. Though some other places and Prabhupada used like karma yoga is pure devotion, bhakti. Buddhi yoga is bhakti yoga. Actually, that is right. Real buddhi yoga, real dhyan yoga, real karma yoga is bhakti yoga. But normally, what is the meaning of karma yoga, dhyan yoga, and ashtanga yoga? The karma yoga without fruitive results in the beginning of this path. What is the difference between karma kanda then? Karma kanda with fruitive result. With fruitive result is karma kanda. But without fruitive result in the beginning of this path is called karma yoga. When karma yoga increases in knowledge and renunciation, this stage is called jnana yoga. So, yoga ladder, first step, without fruitive result, karma yoga. When knowledge and renunciation increases, then it is jnana yoga. And when jnana yoga increases in the meditation of the super soul by different physical processes, and the mind is on him, it is called ashtanga yoga or dhyana yoga. And when one surpasses the ashtanga yoga and comes to the point of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, it is called Bhakti Yoga, the culmination of all yogas. Factually, Bhakti Yoga is the ultimate goal. But to analyze Bhakti Yoga minutely, one has to understand these other yogas also. The yogi who is progressive is therefore on the true path of eternal good fortune. One who sticks to a particular point and does not make further progress is called by that particular name, karma yogi, jnana yogi, or dhyan yogi, raj yogi, hard yogi, etc. If one is fortunate enough to come to the point of Bhakti Yoga, it is to be understood that he has surpassed all other yogas. Therefore, to become Krishna conscious is the highest stage of yoga. Just as when we speak to Himalayan, we refer to the world's highest mountains, of which the highest peak, Mount Everest, is considered to be the culmination. It is by great fortune that one comes to Krishna consciousness on the path of Bhakti Yoga to become well situated according to the Vedic direction. The ideal yogi concentrates his attention on Krishna, who is called Shamasundar, who is as beautifully colored as a cloud, whose lotus-like face is as effulgent as the sun, whose dress is brilliant with jewels, and whose body is flower garlanded, illuminating all sides is his gorgeous luster, which is called the Brahmajyoti. He incarnates in different forms, such as Rama, Nishinga, Varaha, and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he descends like a human being as the son of Mother Jashoda, and he is known as Krishna, Govinda, and Vasudeva. He is the perfect child, he is the perfect husband, he is the perfect friend, and he is the perfect master. And he is full with all opulences and transcendental qualities. If one remains fully conscious of these features of the Lord, he is called the highest yogi. This stage of highest perfection in yoga can be attained only by Bhakti Yoga, as is confirmed in all Vedic literature. This verse, Prabhupada quoted so many places. Jasya deve para bhakti, tatha deve tatha guru, tasya te kvati artha prakashante mahatma. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all the imports of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. Bhaktir asya bhajanam tat iha mutrapadhi nuirashyana amushmin manah kalpanam etat evo nishkarmayam. Bhakti means devotional service to the Lord, who is free from desire for material profit, either in this life or in the next. Devoid of such inclinations, one should fully observe the mind in the Supreme. That is the purpose of Nishkarma. These are some of the names for performance of bhakti or Krishna consciousness, the highest perfectional stage of the yoga system. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to the 6th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of the hand yoga, Ashtanga. So nice. We want to add this one point in this connection. For recent situation of the world, everybody is worried what is the outcome. But whatever may be, our duty always to take shelter unto the Lord. Let us pray. When there is more danger, we should take more shelter. And whatever will happen, Krishna's desire, everything good for him. So whatever Krishna wants, let them happen according to Krishna's desire. But for that, we should pray to Lord. And best prayer is kirtan. So that is why unnecessarily no need of becoming so much panic. What will happen? What will happen will be good for the whole world by Krishna's desire. That is why we pray to Krishna. So whatever you want, good for the world, please do that. And take complete shelter of Lord in the form of holiness. That is why you can increase nicely your japa, increase your nicely your kirtan, and also if possible do some uh, street kirtan also. When you are more danger, so you should take more shelter. When danger come, only you can feel little how we can call Krishna's names in a helpless situation. Normally, always we don't chant in such way. But this type of danger help us to call out Krishna's name uh, with uh, with helplessness. Krishna, you are the only savior of this world. You are the creator, maintainer, destroyer. Whatever you want, that is good for everybody. Hare Krishna. Okay, Namroshita Mataji raised hand.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanvat pranams to you. Maharaj, occupation, prescribed duties and occupational duties is the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Maharaj,
Because in
this,
Bhagavatam, Shabai Krishna Paro Dharma Jato Bhakti Radhakshaji. In Bhagavad, very beginning, the dharma means occupational duty, prescribed duty. That is Varnasana.
so Maharaj, it is written that when one does not render service and neglects his duty unto the primeval Lord, will certainly fall down from his constitutional position. How, Maharaj? How can you explain with example?
He already fall down. Even not serving Krishna, they are already fall down.
Hmm.
What is the question of fall down? He's already fall down. But if you want to go in the stair, not worship, then you fall down.
Hmm.
If you try little practice, karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, if you don't come like you are a stair, if you don't go to the bhakti yoga, how long you can stay in the stair?
Hmm. Hmm.
You have to go bhakti yoga, otherwise fall down.
Fall down here means, Maharaj, exactly
Fall down in
what
the
fall
material level. Like Ashtanga yoga, jnana yoga, you cannot continue the whole life. You have to go either material world or go spiritual world. This
down?
uh, you cannot stay there permanently.
Hmm. Yes, sir. Thank you, Maharaj.
Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita is